Here's some news in longevity. Reversing aging with telomerase. Scientists have made a breakthrough by restoring telomerase, which is an enzyme that protects our DNA. This reactivation significantly reduces aging signs in preclinical studies, with potential benefits for disease like Alzheimer and cancer. All right, so what does it mean? A chromosome, at the end of the chromosome, we have those caps. They're called the telomeres. And the enzyme that activates and repairs the telomere is called telomerase. So some of the drugs, they invented can reactivate telomerase, which, by the way, as we age, it declines. So now we activate the telomerase and repairs and elongates the telomere again. And that turns out to, have a longer and healthier life. Because at the end of the day, the shorter your telomere, the shorter your life. However, aging itself is very complex, so it's not just the telomere. And also, to blow your mind, if I would stretch out, if I would unwrap your chromosome and stretch out your DNA, it would be about 6 feet long. And we have so much DNA in our body. If I would stretch out every DNA in your body, it will go back and forth from Earth to the moon about 8 times. Imagine that. All right, next we have the chemical cocktail to reverse aging. A team from Harvard and MIT, which is the team from David Sinclair, discovered 6 chemical combinations that reverse cellular aging. These cocktails restore useful cell function, opening the door to whole body rejuvenation without gene therapy. So I know you might ask yourself now, okay, what are the cocktails? What are those chemicals? Unfortunately, they have not disclosed those chemicals yet. However, since I know David Sinclair and I know he's been working on a more potent version of NMN, like a dynamite mononucleotide, which is an NAD booster, which they took off the market because they're making a more potent drug version of NMN out of it. So I'm sure this is part of that cocktail. And the other ones, I can only guess, maybe NR, spermidine, and some polyphenols. I'm not sure, but but studies have shown that it has shown really great results. So all we can do now is wait. Then we have personalized nutrition and longevity, called nutrigenomics. Research shows personalized diets tailored to your genetics and biomarkers can enhance health and extend lifespan. So that means now we have genetic testing available, such as the one from a 10x Health, the precision test, which checks 54 of those genetic markers that are responsible for nutrition, metabolism, and methylation and conversion. And so, as an example, I had a patient who did the test. So he was not doing well with watermelon, banana, pork, some of the nuts, some of the fish, and quercetin, which is considered a superfood. So now again, everything I just told you, could be healthy for you, but might be not healthy for me. And that's what it means to personalized nutrition, because those tests just came out this year, so it's brand new. It's a game changer in weight loss and longevity, because now we can actually eat according to genetic makeup and the gene mutations you might have. The most common one is the MTHFR gene mutation. If you have that, you cannot convert some of the essential nutrients to its usable form. As an example, folic acid, which, by the way, is made in a lab, okay? So the natural form is methylfolate. The body will have to convert folic acid to methylfolate. However, if you have the gene mutation, you cannot make the conversion, and that means you have, nutrient deficiency. It's the most important nutrient for DNA methylation, and that can cause, ADHD symptoms, autism symptoms, recurring pregnancy loss, higher homocysteine levels in the blood test, even high blood pressure, and you're doing everything right, you're a healthy individual, and you cannot explain it, just to name a few. Also depression, anxiety, and so on. And so by personalizing your nutrition according to your genetic makeup, you can perfectly function. Like a Ferrari. If you put the cheap gasoline in a Ferrari, it might still drive, but it's not driving 100%. And our bodies are not running 100% because we don't give it the right nutrition. But now that's history. Now with the genetic testing, we can actually perfectly create a nutrition plan for your genetic makeup. The next one is senolytic drugs to fight aging. Senolytic drugs are targeting and removing zombie cells. Those are damaged cells that promote aging. They have shown to reduce inflammation, improve conditions like arthritis and certain cancers. So senescent cells are basically those dead zombie cells. They either can be rejuvenated through autophagy, if you fast for like 48 hours and more, or you use some of those longevity supplements, and then you go through the autophagy process where the organelles of the cell get rejuvenated and fully functioning again. Or, you can completely remove them. And some of those drugs and supplements we use for that is Desotop, which is a chemotherapy drug that targets senescent cells in fat tissue and bone marrow. Then we have quercetin, which is a flavonoid, which is found in fruits and vegetables, and is very effective in targeting senescent endothelia cells and stem cells. And then we have fiastin, which is also a flavonoid, found in strawberries, apples, and onions. And then we have a peptide called FOX04DRI. Causes senescent cells to self-destruct without harming the healthy cells. Also not bad. And then we have UBX0101, a drug developed by the Unity Biotechnology for arthritis. So it targets senescent cells in the joints and in tissue, reduces inflammation, and improves function again. Remember, sugar is the major culprit for arthritis. It inflames your joints, makes them stiff and painful, and you have a hard time moving them after years and years. And so these drugs can help with that. And then the last one for today is AI and longevity. Artificial intelligence is accelerating anti-aging breakthroughs by analyzing complex data, identifying biomarkers of aging, and suggesting personalized intervention for long and healthier life. So we know that aging itself is a very complex process. It's not just one thing, it's multiple things all coming together. And there's just so much data to go through, and it's very complex. And so, it could take a human like 100, 120 years, 200 years, who knows, to analyze and go through all the data. But with the help of AI, we just input the data and they can help us with analyzing it, finding new biomarkers, maybe come up with, new supplements, new regimens, new drugs. And it will speed up the process, for us to understand, aging itself and how we can intervene. So that's it for that today. So I hope this information was helpful. Stay tuned for the next news for longevity, for healthier, longer life. OneStopAging.com. Check it out.